Hello everyone, I'm CasualRaz and welcome to this sneak preview video for patch 2.5.0 for the Diablo PTR. Released today, 31st of January, Blizzard are rolling out a number of quality of life changes to the Diablo servers. These things include armory updates, crafting updates, slight weapon balances and new items and so forth and so forth. But before we jump into any detailed explanation of these systems, let's first have a quick look at the patch notes so we can get a basic overview of what's going on. Okay, so first we have the new feature, the Armoury. The Armoury allows players to save up to 5 different builds per character using the Armoury. This will basically it will copy what gear you're currently wearing, including gems, skills, your Kinetics cube setup. It'll copy your entire character's current setup into a little profile window that you can change between. It allows 5 per character, so you can run multiple builds for any character you could possibly want ever. Moving on from there, another new feature that's been added in the patch is the crafting materials storage section. No longer are we going to have to deal with crafting materials taking up an absolute F-ton of stash space. So basically, starting with patch 2.5 as written here, crafting materials picked up or obtained through salvaging will now appear in a separate storage tab, freeing space in the search flash. This tab can be accessed through the inventory window, which we'll come back to shortly. Also, there are changes to classes, including the Crusader. I'm going to skip past that because with it being PTR, it's always in the flux. The features are probably going to be there, pretty much guaranteed. The changes to characters may be different, and I personally don't know enough about Crusader to really go into that. A few changes to items. The first main change to the items in the game is, of course, the addition of Primal ancient items. Basically, legendary and set items now have a chance to roll as Primal Ancient. They will have an increased stat range, even higher than ancient items. Sounds kind of cool, but yeah, who knows. Among that, there are certain changes to other legendary items, including Rhymeheart, an increased chance to proc its legendary power on frozen targets from 10% to 20%. Yeah, fair enough. Never used it myself, but hey. The Strong Arm Braces, damage bonus from item is now applied on the knockback occurs rather than when the enemy lands. Fair enough, yeah. The damage bonus is increased to 6 seconds. Okay, that could be good for groups, especially with one guy providing good knockbacks. I believe Strong Arms stack, if I remember correctly, so that could be quite a powerful change for that item. We have a few class-specific items as well. I might not go into full detail about all of them, although it does seem like they are editing the Barber again. Barber has been changed to a ceremonial knife instead of a dagger, allowing it to roll the same damage as other Witch Doctor items. That's good. Damage bonus to the final explosion of this item has been reintroduced. Ooh. That could mean the build that was on PTR last patch that got nerfed to hell might be making a return. It's for more wise Diablo players to have a look at that and figure that out. Yes, okay, cool. Manted Heal. Manted Heal, I'm not too sure how to say it. Wizard pets such as Hydra now allow the proc damage component of Manted Heal when attacking the target. Fair enough, yeah, I don't know that. Anyway, one of the big changes again. The requirements for getting into public groups have changed. Basically, as it is right now, you need, Paragon level 400 or 450 to enter a T13 public group. Something around that area, and it scales appropriately. The downside to that system is, say you start a season and you get extremely lucky and your set piece just fly out of every hole you've got and you're suddenly extremely powerful. But of course your Paragon is crap, so you can't just join a group that's specific to you. Yeah, it kind of sucks. It was a basic system. It was basically to stop people going in and, being in yellows, trying to run T13 in a public group, and everyone's screaming at you because you're shit. But basically, it's changed to Torment 1 to 6 has no requirement. If you want to do Torment 7, 5, 6, 7, you have to complete Solar Rift 30 on your own, and it will lock public groups for you. And of course, as you can see here, it increases and increases until greater if 60 unlocks T13 for you. Apparently this change only applies to PC and Mac. Apparently we're trolls. It's fair enough. There's also been some changes to set dungeons. The Unhallowed Essence Demon Hunter set dungeon, the upper right half of the dungeon replaced with one. Okay, quality of life improvement, fair enough, that's fine. The armour of the Akan. The number of times Condemn must hit 10 or more targets been reduced. It made it a bit easier, basically. I can't even read that. Del Shear's Magnum Hooks. The required number of enemies players must hit at once with slow times reduced from 30 to 20, and the number of times they must be hit has been increased from... Okay, fair enough. Ah, yes, the last major change for bounties. Basically, bonus bounties are gone. Just listen for the screams of horror. Ah, but wait, no more screams, people, because the bonus act is built straight into the base package now. If you complete the bounty, like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, whatever, it'll award you with the large cash. And it's got the same amount in as the bonus, so no more public groups, noobs handing in the wrong one first and losing you your bonus. Hooray! Okay, so now we've gone through that, let's have a look at the actual footage acquired from the PTR upon these changes, shall we? Okay, so let's check out the changes to the crafting system. Oh, right, so clearly all the items that were in bags and the stash, yep, gone, completely gone. Excellent, I've actually gained some space back for once, wow. So instead of the crafting materials, and that's everything basically excluding gems, are now within a separate stash on your inventory menu. You can see here. Let's have a look. Let's see. Right. Okay, so you have your cube materials, your ordinary crafting materials, and even your Hellfire crafting materials. That's actually quite useful. Right, fair enough. That's pretty simple. Yeah, cool. A nice little change to save space, and it is much more efficient in terms of picking them up, looking after them, all that sort of crap. But that does make me wonder about the cube. Canai's cube? How do you add in the materials to make so? Let's have a gander, shall we? Right. Huh. Okay, so we have a fill button. Right, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm guessing you find the recipe you want to use, you throw in your item, and then you hit the fill button to add in the items to make the crafting. That actually makes a lot of sense, works quite efficiently. Oh, and there we go. Well, hey, that's really easy. In fact, that's quicker than the old system. I spent hours clicking and dragging stupid fucking materials all the time. Okay, so, shall we test it? That worked quite well. Can't really argue with that. That's a nice little change, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Hey! There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so let's see if we can get a primal. You never know, right? It could happen. It could happen. Ain't gonna happen. And we are now out of materials. I wonder how it behaves once you're out of materials to make the item. The fill button's still lit. Let's see. Oh, okay. Says you're lacking in one thing. Fair enough. That kind of makes sense. Oh well, no primal. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, it also seems that when you are looking at items that you haven't got, the fill button disables for some but doesn't for others. That's a bit peculiar. Probably just needs updating for when it's finally polished for when Blizzard release it on the live servers. Okay, so let's have a look at the act bounties. As we can see, the bonus act has gone. Ah, right, okay, fair enough. And we have a little blurb down here telling us that you will still be rewarded for your mighty adventures with the horrible, horrible bounties. Oh dear. Oh. Anyway, interestingly, when I was playing the PTR, when you jump into game, you would always used to notice that the bonus act would always be the act you would spawn in on. Whichever act, like Act 3, Act 2, Act 1, whichever one, it was always that. So you still kind of move between them, so it's like they've hidden it in some weird sort of way. Okay, let's move on to the other new feature introduced in the latest PTR build, the Armoury. Okay, so we have 5 tabs. That all makes sense. You can save your current equipment. Yeah, that seems fair enough. Let's try it. Armor set 1. That's not good enough. Derp 1, much better. There we go. Okay, cool. So it saved our current setup to every single detail. It seems this is good. This is very good. Yeah. So if I were to just go and throw all my gear into my stash, what would happen? Is it going to pull my gear from my stash, even if I'm not wearing anything? Does it have to be in my backpack? Let's test the magic, shall we? Hey, sweet. Wait, hold on. That's different. This is my seasonal character, obviously copied onto the PTR. I don't have gems that high on that seasonal yet. Okay, so if you lose an item, it tells you, yes, you can no longer equip this set because there's an item missing. It even tells you which one. That's excellent. So, here we go. Bottom left, we can see it here. Your gems have been resocketed to best match your set. So, I'm guessing if you have a certain gem in a certain item, it will pick out the highest level gem you have and throw that into the gear for you, which is actually quite useful. I like the style. That's good. Yeah, it makes sense to me. Okay, so I jumped into a rift just to see if I could find one of these mighty Primal Ancients, and baboom, I found one, so who knows what the drop rate is. Honestly, I'd expect it to be 10% of the Ancient drop rate, which is already 10%, making it 1% or something like that. But maybe I just got lucky and acquired one really quick. So let's make a comparison of the item stats and see, how much more powerful these Primal Ancients are. So, as you see here, we have a base item, we have an ancient version, and we have the primal version. Unfortunately, it wasn't a weapon I found, so that would be really interesting. Basically, as you can see, the difference between a normal item and an ancient item, at least in terms of gear, like legs or whatever, is a 30% buff in the main stat, base stat, or any stat that you can roll a good range on that isn't 0 to 10% or whatever, is 30% buff. And it seems the same buff has been applied for Primal Ancient, so it's a 30% buff on top of the Ancient level, which is really nice. Is it going to take a lot of farming to get them? There's a good chance. Hopefully we can re-roll certain items into them using the cube, like weapons for example, because oh my god, they take forever. But yeah, the real question is though, the weapon damage range, does that get increased by 30% as well? Because that is going to equal some absolutely ridiculous Greater Rift runs. But, am I sad to see these? No, not at all. It's nice. I like the border, it's really cool. But yeah, I'm easily entertained, so... I also ran through one of the Act bounties, Act 1 to be specific, and as you can see in the footage next to me here, they have made some very slight quality of life changes to how you pick up crafting materials, which I guess kind of makes sense because they're adding the crafting storage in now, so why not do it now as well? As you can see, as I pick up materials, although as I pick up anything, even the gems, which aren't included in the crafting storage, it pops up little icons saying you have acquired this, you have acquired that. It looks neat, it looks tidy. I enjoy it, to be honest. It looks good. Yeah. But as I went through the bounties, I also realised there have been slight changes to the cursed chests. It isn't actually on the PTR patch notes currently, which I found quite surprising. Maybe it was the last patch and I just missed it, but basically I found a cursed chest. It was for a bounty, and I clicked it, expecting just a group of elites to spawn, and instead I had a wave of 5 groups, just like a cursed shrine. I was most disappointed. What can I say? I like cheesing the elite groups, they're so easy, but that's probably why it's been changed, because the elite groups are incredibly easy. Hopefully it still spawns bosses now and then, I did enjoy that, they're good. But that being said, when I did complete the 5 waves, it did give me another bonus chest on top of the first one, which is, that's pretty cool, I'm happy with that. And I believe that covers most of the changes for the patch 2.5.0. Of course, this is all completely open to change by Blizzard. It's completely up to them if they want to buff things, change things, nuke things, delete things. That's just how it is. So everything you see here is subject to change. But thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please drop us a like. If you want more Diablo and other games content, please drop me a subscribe. And I always look forward to hearing from you all, so drop me a comment. As always, see you all next time.